welcome to Sand Mountain Community Watch. I just flew in the door and I'm half here, and y'all bear with me. Tootsie was sitting here already and looking pretty, and I'm just here, but it's that time of year. So thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it, and we're going to start off with our announcements like always. But how you doing, Miss Tootsie?
I'm here, baby.
She's here. That's more than a lot can say anymore. So we'll we have a new principal at North Sand Mountain. Have you heard?
No.
North Sand Mountain High School has a new principal. It's Dustin Roden, and I think he may be coming on the show on the 8th.
That name's familiar. Is he from Pisgah?
Ain't all the Rodens from Pisgah? There's a
I'm
bunch of them in
thinking.
Pisgah.
I went to school with some Rodens.
Yeah. I don't know him. They say he's young.
Where's he from?
I think he's from Pisgah.
I meant, has he,
Oh, I don't know.
educational-wise, where's he from?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing about him.
Let's find out.
We'll find out. And if you don't know
That's
nothing
what we're
about
here
him,
for, is to find out.
If you don't know nothing about him, stick around and we'll find out for you. Bridgeport, I've got a lot of stuff about Bridgeport, and I know we don't spotlight Bridgeport, but y'all might be interested. It might be something you might want to do. I got kind of excited when I saw this about the strawberries, because I love strawberries. Strawberries are my favorite fruit. But Bridgeport Middle School, we had AJ here last week, I think, from the middle school. But they had a spelling bee winner that will advance to the county spelling bee tournament.
Well, how nice.
I know. His name's Benson Rogers. So if y'all know Benson, tell him congratulations. Says the date for the county spelling bee will be announced later. Also, this is what I was excited about. They're taking orders for strawberries through February the 5th. Prices are $25 per flat or $12. I don't know what that means, or $12. But it says $25 per flat, I guess, or $12. What would that be?
Maybe $12 a plant. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, you can call Bridgeport Middle School
and when
find
is
out.
this?
It's now through the 5th of February.
When were they getting them strawberries? California, maybe?
I don't know.
Florida?
Deb was telling me that they got them last year from someplace in Jasper, Tennessee. I think that's what she said.
This time of year?
Well, maybe they got a greenhouse. I don't know.
Knows?
But strawberries are good. It don't matter. I love strawberries. Bridgeport Middle School is also having a chili challenge. I think we discussed that last week. It's going to be February the 6th at 5 o'clock Central Time. Admission's $5. Entry fee is $5. And the proceeds will go to the Lions Scholarship Fund. So that's a good thing to do if you like chili, to cook chili, eat chili. I like to eat chili. It's a good thing because we have to have it every Saturday during football season.
We have wings.
Oh, is that your thing?
Yeah. Wings, celery, and dip.
Well, apparently our chili
dressing
works better than your wings because Alabama won the championship. Just saying.
Well, we didn't do too bad. I mean, we are in the top 25, which is unusual. I mean, it's
that's
different.
True. Just going to have to eat more wings.
Plus, we got a little boy that's going to be doing pretty good in February playing a ball game. I think his name's Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
So
Whoa,
I
just got burned.
We ain't no slouch when you can make $12 million a year on
that's true. Well, now listen, but Peyton is originally from Louisiana.
But when you can make $12,000 a year just on endorsements, that's pretty good.
True.
You don't even have to go show up to football.
I know. I'm pulling for Peyton actually in that game. I like Peyton. He's tall. He's
a
very
big boy.
tall.
Yes, he's a big
I ran
boy.
into him in Chattanooga one time, and
he's precious.
Yeah,
He's just as
I
sweet as
tripped
he
all
is
over
tall.
myself whenever I realized who he was.
Yeah, that Manning family has done real well in sports.
Yeah,
and they've got one that's just now fixing to graduate high school.
Oh, do they? I didn't realize that. I thought Eli was the baby.
No,
got another one. I didn't know that. Bridgeport Elementary, we'll get back to these notes here, is having a science fair, spaghetti supper, auction, and a raffle for Disney tickets. And all the proceeds will be going, it's happening at the school. I don't know where the proceeds are going, to buy money. Money is raised, goes to buy a desk. This is all happening on February the 16th.
That's Bridgeport
Elementary. Apparently, Pisgah High School has a new principal, too. Billy Duncan. I don't know him. So we'll have to see if he wants to come on and let us ask him where he's from, just like we will with Mr. Roden. Mountain View Christian Academy It's got some basketball games coming up Tuesday night. That's tonight, the 26th. And then their homecoming is Friday, the 29th. Game starts at 4:30, elementary at 4:30, varsity at 6. Also, don't forget about the GED classes that's going on at Bryant and Bridgeport Elementary and Stevenson Library. All are having GED classes. So,
when does that start? Do you know?
Well, it says Monday and Thursday at Bridgeport. Bryant says call Skip Pittman for class time, and Stevenson call Stevenson Middle School for details. Miss Monica Davis down at the Stevenson Library that has the book cafe wants to invite everybody to come by. I would love to go down there.
Have you been?
No, I would love to. Wouldn't you like? Have you been? Don't
No,
you
I
tell
haven't
me? Okay.
been.
Okay.
But I would like to go.
And here's something else I would like to do. Well, there's two things on here I would like to do, actually. I see, that's the bad thing about doing this, because I see all these things happening, and I want to do them all, and I
Well,
don't have time to do none of them.
You'll just have to say no to some people and start taking some time for yourself.
This woman's delirious over here. Anyway, Amazing Grace Church of God is starting a Beth Moore Bible study called Revelation. Begins Thursday, January 28th at 5:45 Central Time, and it'll last for 10 to 12 weeks. And men are welcome to come too. Pastor Frankie Carroll invites you to attend. Mountain View Church of God is having the movie The War Room. That's what I want to go see.
What is that?
Will be shown on January 28th. Is that? We discussed that. I don't know when that is. It's at 7 o'clock. Pastor Brad Bridges invites you to see this movie.
That's Friday night, I
Friday
think.
night, okay.
No, wait a minute. Maybe Thursday. It's Thursday night.
I don't know.
Where is my calendar?
The 28th. Well, if today's 26th, that'd be what? Thursday night.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I think it's Thursday night, the 28th. And Ebenezer Baptist, they're having their Awanas class for 4-year-olds to 8th grade. Pastor David Patey welcomes you to come. Don't forget about our blood drive. We still have one coming on this month, the Blood Assurance. It'll be at Dade County High School from 8:30 to 2 Eastern Time, and that is the 29th, which will be Friday. And Miss Tootsie, I think you know more about this than I do, so I'm going to let you talk about it.
I know that if you want seats to the Harlem Wizards playing the Bama Bombers, you better get in line, because
That's right.
all the reserve seats, I understand, are sold out, and it's going to cost you more if you wait till the night of the ball game, which is what date?
The ball game is February the 8th, which is next
what time?
2 weeks from today, right? 7 o'clock Central. Doors open at 6.
7 o'clock Central.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
But the band director lady told Ed that tickets are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And they're selling chances. They're going to have auctions, and they're selling chances on things. And you got to you get your tickets beforehand. If you get your tickets beforehand, regular student ticket's $8, and adult ticket is $10. And I understand reserves and the courtside have been sold out.
And all this money goes to benefit the band so they can go to Hawaii.
It's going to cost each one of those members $2,700, and they're having this as a fundraiser. Plus, there's going to be, I don't know if you've got the list or not, a bunch of celebrities that you all will know.
No, I don't. Yes, I do.
Principals, politicians, teachers.
Cole Hicks.
A whole bunch of people going to be
Kevin
playing
Dukes.
for the Bama Bombers.
Dustin Roden was on this
Who
list.
Hicks?
Cole.
Cole, I don't know him. But I know
Kevin
Mr.
Dukes.
Ellison at Bryant Elementary, and Mr. Dukes, who's running for superintendent, is going to be playing for the Bama Bombers.
Whole
So
bunch of
teachers
people.
and staff from local and area schools, former students, and community leaders. So it's going to be a night of fun. Plus, you'll be helping a band student go to Hawaii, which is a trip of a lifetime for somebody. And if you can help them in any way, if you can't go, if you can just donate some money.
Oh, yeah.
Just pick up the phone, call, ask to talk to the band lady. And
Can you imagine how exciting it would be if you were in high school and got to go to Hawaii?
Especially from North Sand Mountain.
Yeah.
Very, very few students in our area are fortunate enough to ever get to go to Hawaii. In high school especially.
Right.
or even in college.
Right.
Have to wait till they're old and made enough money and retired to go. Maybe.
Or just don't go
Or don't
like
go.
me.
So, this is a real opportunity
It
for
is.
our students, and please help them all you can.
And go ahead with the rest of yours before I jump.
Oh, okay. You got something
Well,
you
I
need
do.
to talk?
The political rally, I forgot this, is February the 18th at Rosalie Community Center. They're going to be having one then. For more information, you can contact Miss Wanda, that was on here last week, I believe. It's 256-608-0087, or Mr. Wayne Barrentine at 256-605-4991.
And you could probably call Moore's Fabrics.
Well, yeah, they know everything's going on in Rosalie.
Yeah, Miss
They
Mary.
are Rosalie.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are Rosalie, I think.
Okay.
But anyway, so go ahead and I'll be quiet.
Okay, I have the Medicine on the Move bus that's going to, for what's left of this month, for your free health screenings. They're going to take your blood pressure, do a glucose check, cholesterol check, oxygen level, and heart rate for you. No charge. This is free for the communities. And tomorrow, which is the 27th of January, they're going to be at Stevenson Senior Center there with my friend Brenda from 9 to 11, and these are all central times. And then they'll be going down to Stevenson from the Senior Center to North Jackson Pharmacy from noon until 2. Then Thursday, they'll be with Pam, my friend, at the Scottsboro Senior Center from 9 to 11, and then they'll come up to the Flat Rock Community Center from 1 to 3. Also, I have an announcement. Miss Kim at the courthouse has put on Facebook for the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, and you need to do this. They're going to have a woman's basic handgun training class.
I saw that.
And they're going to start April the 16th at Saturday. Then they have it May the 14th, June the 11th, July the 9th, August the 20th, September the 17th, and October the 15th. They're all on Saturdays.
That's it.
If you're interested,
Just go to one. Or do you
just
have to,
a one
Okay.
thing, basic training class.
Okay.
If you're interested, you can email your information along with the date you want to attend, like your information, your name and address, and you email that to. They have a Facebook page too, the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, but you can email it to jcsotraining@gmail.com. And it's on a first come, first served basis. And the ladies, if you're interested in this, you supply your own gun and your own ammo. So that's something I know from reading and looking at the National Rifle Association reports, that more women are arming themselves with handguns in the last year than ever.
Yeah.
So if you have a handgun, if there's one in your home, you need to know how to use a handgun if you're going to be around one, and safety you need to take with it, and what to do if there's one there and you need to use it. So this is an excellent opportunity. There's no charge. It's free. So if you didn't get all that, call Miss Kim at the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, and she'll be glad to have you. She's just
a
precious.
sweetie. Yes,
she's
we
a
love Miss
sweetheart,
Kim.
and she's going to be on our show soon for the Salvation Army.
She's a good person. Really like her. Okay, you got anything else, Miss Tootsie?
No.
No? Well, I do, I think.
Well,
Mike,
yeah,
are
I
you
will.
ready? Quick. Well, all right, make it quick. I am a proud grandma again. I've got my first little grandson, and I just want to show some pictures of Mr. Whitten Andrew Hopkins. He was born, oh, look at that.
He's so cute.
He was born Thursday the 21st, and we just think he's the most precious thing since all the girls were born.
Look
you
at
know?
that neck. Look at all that neck shirt you can get
I'm
under that
telling
neck
you,
there.
it's good stuff. This next picture, we say he looks like a gangster in it, but
Oh, how cute.
but we're proud of
How
him.
old is he? And he's already, look at
I
him.
know he was born Thursday. Yeah, he's gonna be like his grandpa and be
He's
talented.
going to be a superstar.
I know he is.
Superstar.
He is. He's gonna be. He's a clown. No, you already.
I can tell that.
So I just
I
wanted
bet
to
you
show
he's
that.
going to talk more than his grandpa does.
Well, Lord,
grampy.
everybody talks more than his grandpa does.
His grumpy.
Grumpy, yeah. Grumpy don't talk much, but it's probably because he don't have a chance. because he lives with me. But anyway, we're just blessed beyond measure and wanted to share that.
He's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that gives us 4. We have 4 grandbabies. Can you believe it? Didn't have one 2 years ago.
4.
Now I got 4.
Ain't
just
nothing like them.
So
if I'd known what I know then, what I know now, I'd had my grandchildren first.
No, I told Megan one time, I said, you're just the stepping stone to get to that grandbaby.
They are named right. They are grand. They're
are.
God's consolation present to us for getting older.
For not killing their parents is what it is. We didn't kill you, so you have to have grandbabies for us. But we're going to take a commercial break. We're super excited about our guest today. We have with us Mr. Chairman Matthew Hodges, and then he has with him the county engineer, maybe? Okay. And then we have Miss Kathy Pickens with Sweet Pickens. She's got something special she wants to talk about. So we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys.
The 2016 Fiat 500X has arrived, and it's ready to drive at Fiat of Huntsville. This perfectly bold crossover is impressively equipped with a turbocharged engine, seating for 5, available all-wheel drive, and just $249 a month or $4,000 off. Plus, you get customizable amenities like 5 different trim levels to perfectly match your style. Come experience the all-new Fiat 500X at Fiat of Huntsville or online at fiatusaofhuntsville.com, a Frank Williams dealership.
I'm your tailgate grill. Your buddy was in such a rush to get into the game, he didn't quite put me out. I see you bought the industrial-sized bottle of lighter fluid. Smart. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
There's an Allstate agent right here in your community.
Everything for the hunter and the outdoorsman is right here at Scenic Outdoors, 2548 Scenic Highway, Lookout Mountain. Your hunting, fishing, and camping supply headquarters. Scenic Outdoors carries rifles, shotguns, handguns, semi-automatic to revolvers. We're a federally licensed gun dealer featuring the best brands: Ruger, Savage, Mossberg, Smith & Wesson, Glock, Springfield, Charger Arms, Palmetto, and Taurus. We've got a large selection of ammo at Scenic Outdoors, and gunsmith services are available too. Take Highway 136 to New Salem, then north on Scenic Highway 4 miles to Scenic Outdoors, 398-0080. Scenic Outdoors. And Keaton invites everyone to the new Artsy Cafe across from Citizens Bank and Trust in Trenton. The Artsy Cafe features homemade sandwiches, soups, and salads. Start with a great breakfast menu at 6:30 a.m. Our menu includes fresh roasted coffee, served hot with a full line of espresso drinks, cappuccinos, lattes, and more. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a visit to our dessert bar, featuring over 25 different pastries, cakes, and pies. Call ahead at 657-FOOD. Open Monday through Saturday until 9. Make a stop at the gift shop on your way out at the Artsy Cafe. Meet your friends today at the Artsy Cafe.
Education is the fundamental foundation for success. As an at-large member of the Jackson County School Board, together with you, I will make every effort to ensure that our children are prepared for college or any career they choose. My name is John Latta, and I offer myself as a candidate who has a proven history of hard work, honesty, and financial responsibility. And I pledge to continue to work diligently to serve as a member of our Board of Education. I thank you in advance for taking time to participate in the democratic process by voting.
A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology. The Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main office is on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Join us for the Marion County Messenger in prime time, Monday nights at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, right here on KWN-TV.
Welcome back to Sand Mountain Community Watch. Since y'all left, look at all this stuff we got. I'm super excited. And it's just is that only that much?
Yes.
Lord help.
I know.
That's a good
deal.
deal.
To come and see us
I
someday.
know. I just happened to turn that around there, and it's only $3.99 for this Valentine bear. Look at all this pretty stuff. We have these Chunk.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, let me tell y'all who this is, by the way, before we get so excited. This is Miss Kathy Pickens at Sweet Pickens up on Highway 75 at the top of the mountain across from the nursing home.
Right. In Georgia, it's called 301, but it's the same thing as Alabama 75, so we're just across the street from the nursing home.
Right, and she has all these great ideals, and they. So, did you make the baskets? Did you put them together?
Dorinda and I did.
Okay.
Dorinda and I did these together, and so we'll have Valentine's baskets for all ages, from adults on down, boys and girls, male and female. And so on February the 6th, on Saturday, we're going to have what we call a sweet event. It'll be our second one. Last year we had a tremendous turnout for it, so we're looking forward to the community supporting us again in this. And I just brought a sampling of some of the things that we have available, which will be some stuffed animals. We have these beautiful custom-made banners here.
Yeah,
you can get them all different types. This just happened to be a Valentine. Then Jennifer over at the pharmacy, of course, she crochets us some beautiful things, and this just to me looked like Valentine's.
It does.
Then we have Lacey, a teacher at North Sand Mountain that does the beautiful costume jewelry, and then all of these different types of Valentine's baskets. We've got the frozen basket here, which I think all the girls are fond of that, and Little Princess basket, which is very reasonable. These baskets start at like $5 and go up.
And you can't go to Walmart and buy. No. This bear's only $3.99.
Not custom-made items that. Then you're supporting local crafters and vendors, and I have numerous ones. We'll have a lot more than this. We'll have door prizes, refreshments, and we'll be doing some specials that day also. And then one of the biggest things that we offer in our store at Sweet Pickens is this. It's called the chunk jewelry, and all of these are interchangeable. These are chunks that pop in and out. We have it in the bracelet. I just brought a few things that is Valentine's key to my heart here
pretty.
On a bracelet. And this,
I like this. It's a basket. It says "Be Mine," and it's a basket of hearts. I don't know if you probably can't see that, but it's so pretty.
And these bracelets are like $6. That includes your choice of chunk. If you want additional chunks, they're $2 a piece, which is a great buy. We have these stretchable rings here with the chunks in it. This one's a really pretty one with a heart in it. And then we even have some value packs of the chunks and stuff. So we just got a variety of different things at the shop.
I like this one.
I know.
Jimmy, I like this one, just in case you were wondering. And somebody gave me a bracelet at Christmas that it actually has 3 chunks, and the one in the middle, which I cried because inside you can open it and put little charms in it, and inside it had Nana, the word Nana, and then a tree like the tree of life. And Lord, I just loved it. Of course, on the other 2, it was Paris, I think. But so I really need this to go on with my Nana one. But
you sure do.
Yeah,
we offer the floating charm jewelry, which you were saying, where you can put the little charms in there, and then we actually have the bracelets that has the floating charms, and you can pick out all the different charms. And right now, Dorinda's running those at $1 a piece.
Oh wow!
And which is a good deal.
Yeah.
And then these chunks go on either side of it. We have the bracelets. It's nothing but floating charms, but we also have them with the chunks also.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess that's what mine is, because it's got the floating and
when
then
you said that, when you said 3, I knew what you were talking about. So
I love it. I love it.
But the cost of the whatever the price of the jewelry is includes your choice of chunks, and then like I say, you can buy additional chunks. We have ladies that come in and buy 10 different ones, so they have a lot of different things that they can do and stuff. And we'll have, like I said, many more things. I have Miss Margaret that makes custom jewelry. We have, books. We have collectibles, a few antiques. We've got a wide variety of things.
Y'all have homemade soaps and
we do.
Lotions and all that too, don't you?
We do. We sure do. Starla Blevins down in Flat Rock. She owns her own goats. She milks them, makes the goat milk soap. It's all organic. She makes lip balm. She is doing 100% shea butter right now. If you have dry skin at this time of the year, it's great. Like I say, I just grabbed a few things because we're cleaning up and doing some painting and stuff. So y'all need to come and see us for
I know.
we got a new going on.
And this is the 6th of February,
Right.
which is not this Saturday, but the
The
next.
next Saturday.
Okay, so you've got about a couple of weeks to save up.
Right.
Jimmy. And
it'd be from 10 to 4. That's our business hours on Saturday. Is
and
10
that's
to 4.
Eastern time.
It is, all Eastern.
Okay. And do you take orders? Like if I call up and I say, well, I want a basket for so-and-so, and this is what I want in it. Can
Right.
you'll put anything in it and
Right.
make it up right then? Or
We will try, you know, our best. We do a lot of these pre-made ones, you know, but we can do custom orders also.
Okay.
Just need to give us a little bit of advance.
yeah,
most
don't
of my
wait till the
vendors
last.
don't come in but about once a week. So I even still have Angela that will do a little bit of embroidering for us. So if
okay.
you need embroidering done, that's a possibility and stuff. So
okay.
but just give us a little bit of heads up if you
Right.
need to order something special.
Now, what all do you have available for men? Do you have a good selection for men? It's hard to buy for a man for Valentine's.
I know it is. We're trying to do some of the baskets like this coffee mug right here. Whoops. With a little bit of candy. Excuse me. I'm just falling all over the place in a stuffed animal, but then in my coffee mug also. We'll have some things like that. Dorinda does even have a couple of pieces of jewelry that will go for men also with the chunks in there and stuff. Then we've got some that's a little bit more masculine. We've got Harley Davidson, you know, for those Harley fans out there and stuff.
Okay. So y'all do have that available.
Right. Sure do.
If you've never been to Sweet Pickens, you are missing out. And I don't go very often because I don't have the money and I would spend money that I don't have. That's the way I am. But I love it. I love to go over and look. And I think the last time I just had Jimmy.
Right.
I'm like, go get, because y'all posted pictures.
Right.
So that, and I hate to say, but that's a good way to get business actually, is post pictures on Facebook.
Right, it is, and do like us on Facebook if you haven't already, because then you can see things. We have a couple of vendors that does repurposing of furniture, and those pieces go immediately almost. And sometimes we have people to call us before they even see them and just ask us for measurements and have us to hold them for them. So it's really good way if you're on Facebook, like us, you can follow us on there. We've got the event created for this for the sweet event.
Okay.
And so anyhow, it's good if you can follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, because like I said, Alex actually saw something that she wanted, and I'm like, go get it. She's like, Mom, I want that. Right. So Jimmy went and got it, and then of course he found some other things that we needed, and they have everything. If they don't have it, you don't need it. And like this, except maybe food. It might be bread and milk,
And we'll try to find it for you. If we don't have it, we'll with having like 20 vendors and consigners. If somebody comes in and says, "Are you? Do you have?" I'll say I'll put the word out. So I'll Facebook some of them that maybe, does collectibles or repurposing of furniture or like Jennifer will do, special orders on crocheting and stuff like this. So we'll try to make it happen.
Now, does she still do the little
airplanes?
Yes,
she does.
Those
she
are
does.
so sweet.
I had them soaking in the rainwater today, so I didn't grab one of those and stuff. So anyhow.
Oh, and also, what about the flowers, do you still have those?
Mr. Smith still does those. As it gets closer to decoration, he'll be doing some of the decoration flowers, but he does have some floral arrangements there. Okay. And if you ever need anything specific, we'll definitely get in touch with him about that.
Okay, great. Well, y'all are I'm so glad that y'all did this. And she was a city slicker for a while, and now we've got her back out here on the mountain, and we're so proud that she's back and that you've opened this up and the opportunity that it does give to local crafters. Right. And that's what this needs to be about, is shopping local, spending your money locally, and and supporting these women and men that do all these crafts and make all these things. Y'all go out, check them out. If you don't have to wait till the 6th. You can go. No. What are your regular hours?
We're open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 until 6 during the week, and 10 to 4 on Saturday.
Okay, 10 till 6. Okay, so plenty of time to go by, check them out. They're located on Highway 301.
Yes, which is Alabama 75.
Right across from the nursing home, and in the old, we still call it the old flower building, the old flower shop.
We still refer to it as the flower shop. I'll say to Rick sometimes, the flower shop is so and so.
And he's like, Kathy, no. But they like I said, they have 20 different vendors, and they have jewelry, baby clothes, books, you name it, they've got it. It's better than Walmart ever thought about being, and cheaper, and it stays locally. The money stays locally. It don't go into a corporation. So we're so glad that you came on, Miss Kathy, and appreciate you, and appreciate all the hard work that you do, and for helping these local vendors out. And y'all get a chance, go by and see them. If not before, make sure you go by on the 6th, and they'll have free refreshments and maybe some drawings or giveaways or some door prizes.
Various things.
Okay, well, we appreciate you coming on. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Chairman Hodges with us, and we'll see what all he's got to tell us about our county going on in just a little bit. So y'all stick around. We'll be right back.
At Gross Furniture in Trenton, Georgia, you get the savings, the selection, and the satisfaction of getting the furniture you deserve at the prices you want. Come in, relax, and take your time. Our staff can assist you with the entire process, from expert advice to professional delivery. That's because Gross Furniture is local and treats you with honesty. Just north of the Courthouse Square on Highway 11 in Trenton. Gross Furniture, the home furnishing store that offers you more.
This is Pastor David Smith, pastor of the New Home Baptist Church in Pisgah, Alabama. We'd like to extend a cordial invitation to worship with us this Sunday at New Home Baptist Church.
The Moore family name has built a legacy of trust, compassion, and peace of mind by standing with families during time of loss. Now in our 70th year, the Moore family commitment grows even stronger, from affordable, traditional services to cremation. Our experienced staff stands ready to follow through on you and your family's wishes. Since 1945, the Moore family of funeral homes, North Sand Mountain and Trenton, always dedicated to those we serve.
Romans Mobile Homes can help make the dream of home ownership come true. Come by and see our on-the-line selection of manufactured homes, or sit down with us and let us custom design your top-of-the-line constructed manufactured home. With names like Cabco and Clayton, we can design anything from 1 to 6 bedrooms, shingle or metal roof, finished drywall, and more. All our homes come with central heat and air, including a heat pump. Financing available, and prices include delivery and setup. See us today at Romans Mobile Homes, 2019 Highway 136 West, just west of the four-way stop, top of Sand Mountain. 706-657-8807. Romans Mobile Homes.
Hey, why not come make a day or two of it at the I-59 Flea Market Mall? Open Saturday and Sunday at exit 231 off I-59 between Trenton and Fort Payne. Find anything and everything at the I-59 Flea Market Mall, including antiques, furniture, jewelry, clothing, electronics, computer games, CDs, DVDs, collectibles, glassware, and the list goes on and on, all at the I-59 Flea Market Mall. Parking is free and we're open rain or shine. Come every weekend and see what's new at the I-59 Flea Market Mall, exit 231 off I-59 between Trenton and Fort Payne. Open 8 to 3 Saturday and Sunday. Come enjoy pizza for lunch or dinner in a family atmosphere at Stevie B's Pizza, 2200 Galt Avenue North in Fort Payne. Enjoy the super buffet and salad bar anytime, or have any of our specialty pizzas made to order and delivered right to your table. At Stevie B's in Fort Payne, we make our own dough, assuring you the best possible pizza. Book your parties at Stevie B's in Fort Payne, plus ask about catering and fundraisers too. Call Stevie B's 256-979-1234 and find out more. Great pizza in a family atmosphere Stevie B's, 2200 Galt Avenue North in Fort Payne. The Tax Clinic is now open in a new location as part of the Boss Business Center, 29490 Alabama Highway 71, right across from the ball fields at North Sand Mountain School. With over 40 years of experience, the Tax Clinic provides year-round tax and payroll services. The Tax Clinic urges you to start gathering documents so we can help you file your 2015 tax returns. The Tax Clinic, now part of the Boss Business Center, located at 29490 Alabama Highway 71. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, Saturday 10 to 2. 256-597-3829 for the Tax Clinic, taking care of whatever ails you in the tax world.
All the news about Jackson County with Jackson County's Chamber Chat every Tuesday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, right here on KWN TV.
Hi, welcome back to Sand Mountain Community Watch. Tootsie's going to point at you. We have with us today, everybody knows Chairman Hodges down here on the end.
If they don't, they should.
Well, they should, yes. He is the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, Jackson County Commission Chairman. Thank you. And then next to Miss Tootsie over here, we have Mr. Jonathan Campbell, and he is the county engineer. And because I know very little about county politics or any other politics for that matter, I'm going to ask him a bunch of probably dumb questions. Mr. Campbell, we're glad to have you with us today.
Thank you.
What does a county engineer do?
Well, as a county engineer, the staff at Jackson County and myself are responsible for the construction and maintenance of all the roads in Jackson County.
So you're the one that everybody hollers at about the potholes.
Well, they usually holler at Matthew first, but
and then Matthew hollers at you. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
So it's a process. I see how that works. So how do you become a county engineer?
You want to answer that, Matthew?
Well, he's had a lot of service with the state, so he's been very qualified. But have to have a civil engineering degree, and where you get it from, that's
and where did you get your civil engineering degree from?
Roll Tide. That's all I'm going to say.
I graduated from Auburn University. Thank you.
Or Eagle.
Hey. So, in spite of that, how long have you been the county engineer?
My background's been with the Highway Department, the Department of Transportation, ALDOT, and I changed gears and came on with Jackson County at the end of July.
Oh, okay. So relatively new.
6 months or so.
Yeah.
I've got it all figured out.
Yeah.
In just 6 months.
People watching this are going to get you on that.
Write this down.
Write this down. 6 months and he knows it all already.
That was a joke.
That's that Auburn attitude coming out. Is what that is.
Yes.
You know how them Auburn people are. They think they know what I am. Oh, man. No, we're glad that you're... Who was there? Did we have an engineer before?
We did.
Okay. And he...
Retired.
Retired. Okay. So we had to have a new one. Yeah. And you were the lucky choice. And so are you from Arab County? Or are you from... Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I was resident of Scottsboro before.
Okay.
Did you go to high school in Section?
I did. Yes, ma'am. I've been I guess you could say a Jackson County resident. I was raised just across the line, but my parents had a business in Jackson County and been in Jackson County school system. So I've always loved Jackson County and
there's a lot to love.
The opportunity to serve and live there was a great opportunity.
Well, good. So I guess this rainy weather has had you busy. The floods and
the Christmas Day floods, and then the snow and ice event, that we've just experienced. It's been eventful 6 months for sure.
So, are you the one that decides if we? Well, I guess you decide, but you're the one that draws out the new roads and things like that? Because you know the Ladd's Mountain, I've always wanted to ask the person that drew that road, why did you make this road
you would
like
have to
this?
go to Tennessee.
She's going to blame me for this. I see where this is headed. I'm not accepting blame for that.
I want to ask the people who designed the freeway from I-59 that goes into 24 into Chattanooga, what were you thinking about? Yes, tomorrow or 20 years down the road, because they're talking about putting another lane in going into Chattanooga on 27. By the time they finish they're going to need 2 lanes.
Yeah.
So I think they need to have more vision rather than just look at tomorrow.
Yeah. So, and is that kind of what you do? Do you design roads?
Not necessarily. It's kind of focus in more on a county level. So new construction, whether it be paving, new bridge construction, that would be managed out of the public works section. But
you would have to make sure that it met all the specifications and everything.
We would be present during construction, make sure specifications are enforced, make sure the construction is carried out, per the specifications. But a lot of the bulk of the work is road maintenance. It's kind of where we are as a nation. If you look at the Transportation Act and all the funding and all the construction and the era at which it took place.
Right.
You're looking at a lot of our stuff is late 70s, mid 70s, early 70s construction. So you add on 50 years, which is oftentimes the design life of those structures, and we're here at present day on where the infrastructure's crumbling, for lack of a better word.
Plus, in the fact that we didn't get the sales tax passed, going to cut your budget tremendously.
There was hope in there for some, added work for public works and for the citizens of Jackson County.
Where do you get your funding? I'm sorry.
It's gas and diesel fuel tax, that funds public works, and then there's some federal aid that's really, when you compare the lane miles that we're faced with resurfacing and maintaining the funding there's a large gap for that, and then when you factor in the age on all the infrastructure, it's kind of a bleak outlook.
How many miles in Jackson County is your department responsible for maintenance on?
Over 2,000 lane miles of roadway, and we have over 180 bridges.
Ooh, goodness. So are you the one that does like the railroad crossing signs and stuff too? No.
Typically, work that's in the right-of-way of the railroad is governed by whatever railroad and governing body that would be, whatever railway.
Okay.
We did make mention of that from our last one, so we'll see what happens with.
I'm 193.
Yeah,
93.
93. Yeah. Okay. I just happened to think of that. So, so do you have goal? Is there anything happening that we need to know about? I mean, as far as what's your goals, the upcoming goals, or just to survive, to keep the roads from crumbling, or?
Well, as I kind of alluded to, there's I foresee in the immediate future, I don't think it's probably nothing that's going to be specific to Jackson County, but as a nation,
right,
I think there's going to be a pretty large movement in transportation. I don't foresee any way around something large, something pretty mega in the funding scenario on fixing our infrastructure and moving forward as a nation on just the age on.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, it's really payday's here, I think, so it's going to be, some pretty major movements in that way. As far as Jackson County and our plans, what I told the folks when I came in, my goal now is to make this as good a place as I can to work. So we looked at a large restructuring took place. Some reorganization was there. We're picking up on doing some more things in-house. It was really refreshing to find the folks that were present at Public Works. Jackson County has some great people there. And making the transition from state and that being my background to the county, it was a transition I would have been reluctant to do if it wasn't for the leadership that was in place.
Oh, we love the leadership.
The commissioners that were there, I felt really good about the support.
And you're lucky to come in with the leadership that we have now. If you'd have come in 10, 15 years ago, you'd stayed where you were. I'm sorry.
She said that.
I'm just prejudiced, I guess.
So it's been a really good transition, and I'm excited and up for the challenge.
Are you over the bridge that crosses down at the one that's not done yet, that's being worked on for 25 years, 30 years?
I could have taken blame for that being with the highway department, but now I work for the county.
That's a state bridge,
no wonder
right?
you changed jobs.
There's been some setbacks for that project.
It must be a cost plus job.
I'll just leave it at that. The state has had some challenges with different aspects of that, contract efforts and other things, but
are they about to get done?
I believe now.
Yeah.
Next summer will end the completion of that third phase. So there's been 3 phases in which there's been a contractor change and some major setbacks and other things in the first two stages.
Y'all probably weren't even born when they started working on it, were you? Neither one of you probably. I mean, really, because we were in high school, and we've been out of school longer than y'all are old.
And I've been out of school a lot longer than she has.
So I think they were working on it when we were in high school, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, as long as I've been driving.
Well, let me ask you this. Google and things that's coming in down the road from Scottsboro, they've got to be selling more fuel. You got to be getting a little bit of revenue from that coming in. As far as the earth-moving equipment and stuff, got to be using more fuel. That's going to help us some too, isn't it?
Yeah.
With our revenue.
With the way that the abatements and things like that work, we're not really seeing any dollars.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because y'all gave them some tax breaks to come here,
Right.
which is normal. You have to do that.
Yeah.
How many years tax break did they have?
The state just passed something, actually, I think it was either last year or the year before, but the tax incentives they have now, these things go usually 30 years.
Okay.
It used to be 20 years, and now it's 30
Even on the
years.
fuel tax and stuff, that the people who are contracted to
that
come
wouldn't affect the
do the earth
contractors, would
moving
it?
and everything?
Well, there's been some discussion on that. Of course, then there's the question of where the fuel is purchased and things like that. So there's
Okay.
we've been doing some looking into that,
All
but I
right.
don't know that we're going to get much out of that or find a way to benefit from that. But we have been looking at that.
But you will when the people start coming and going to work there. Because
Yeah.
they got to buy gas to get
Yeah,
there.
hopefully, and that's the thing we see. As far as the fuel tax, we this is he's a good man, and we gave him due warning before we hired him. we were honest with him, I feel like, with the situation. But the gas tax, I think we said before, we're relatively the same, maybe down a little bit from where we were 10 years ago. So that's been pretty flat. So hopefully, as we see more things going on in Jackson County, we'll see a slight increase in that gas tax. The bottom line of it is we've still got, running off maybe, I think it's a 2 or 3 cent local tax, plus what we get back from the state. Those dollars just don't pay for what they did, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And like Jonathan said, these things that were done back in the 70s, now's the time to get back and do a lot of the maintenance and upkeep or repaving of these projects, and the ability is just not there. And like, again, you think 2,000 lane miles, it really is a long stretch of roadway. When you
Plus
put that.
bridges.
Yeah, plus the bridge. Yeah, and the bridges that's a whole nother beast. I've learned a lot about that process myself. That's a whole nother beast. We can take a whole lot more about that. But.
I bet. We're going to have to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to these fine young men a little bit more about what's going on in our county. So y'all stick around. We'll be right back.
Come back now, you hear?
Randy's has reopened as Randy's Country Kitchen. Back at Randy's Country Kitchen is our famous seafood buffet from 4 till close on Friday. And Randy's Country Kitchen features an all-you-can-eat pizza and salad buffet every Monday and Thursday 4 till close. You get pizza, salad, and a drink for only $8.95. Randy's Country Kitchen now open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday, and delivery is available at 657-5330. Pizza, strombolis, and roasted chicken are back too at Randy's Country Kitchen, Highway 136 West at the foot of Sand Mountain in Trenton. Get big savings now with Tennessee Valley Net. Tennessee Valley Net's digital television, telephone service, and high-speed internet is now available in many areas of Dade County and expanding to other areas like Edgewood, Piney, Lake Hills, Sligo, and New Salem. Digital television packages are available including over 200 channels. High-speed internet services with 30 meg upload and download available now from TVN. Residential and commercial packages are available. Call now to see if TVN is available in your neck of the woods. 706-657-4367 or visit tvn.net. Folks around these parts have put their trust in the Ponder name for filling their prescriptions for decades. Jennifer Ponder Hicks, Doctor of Pharmacy, continues the tradition of fast, friendly, and personal service at Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy. Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy is convenient to our customers between Dobbins and North Sand Mountain School, next to Northeast Alabama Health Services. Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy gladly accepts most insurance plans, including Alabama Medicaid. When the need arises, have your doctor phone Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy at 597-4020. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Randy, the safe guy from Randy's Pawn Shop. You know your gun collection is worth a lot of money. Protect your firearms from fire and theft with a Liberty Safe. We have only the best at Randy's Pawn Shop, and Liberty Safes are top of the line. They use state-of-the-art manufacturing process, giving you a high-quality safe at affordable prices. Liberty offers interior lights and accessory door panels. No wonder Liberty is America's #1 safe manufacturer. Come see me, Randy, the safe guy at Randy's Pawn Shop. I'll protect your guns and peace of mind.
It's back for a limited time at Guthrie's in Trenton. It's the buy 4, get 1 more deal. Get it only at Guthrie's. Come on into Guthrie's and get your punch card and start saving. It's really easy. Buy 4 meals at the regular price, get your card punched, and get the 5th meal free. It's the buy 4, get 1 more deal. Guthrie's, home of the golden fried chicken finger and the best chicken finger sauce in the world. Guthrie's, Highway 136 West in Trenton, home of those golden fried chicken fingers and the best chicken finger sauce in the world.
Guthrie's, not fast food, good food fast.
Dobbins Supermarket, serving the community for over 70 years with fresh-cut meats, fruits and vegetables, and a full line of grocery items. Dobbins is known far and wide for their signature sausage in 4 flavors. At Dobbins Supermarket, you'll find local home folks serving the area's weekly grocery needs. Dobbins Supermarket, Highway 71 in Higdon.
This week at Dobbins, split chicken breast, $1.29 a pound. Beef chuck roast, only $3.99 a pound. Boneless smoked pork chop, $3.99 a pack. And bar-ass sandwich ham, $1.99 a pound. Only at Dobbins Supermarket.
KWN Live and Local TV, the home of the Jackson County Tournament. Join us for tournament action right here on your Live and Local TV station, KWN, as the Jackson County boys and girls battle it out both JV and varsity. You'll watch all the games right here. It's the Jackson County Basketball Tournament right here on KWN TV.
Check your local guide for times and days of the Jackson County Tournament broadcast on KWN TV.
Join us for the Radio and TV Classified, weekdays at 9 a.m., 8 Central on KWN TV.
Hi, welcome back to Sand Mountain Community Watch. We are still here talking with Mr. Jonathan Campbell and Mr. Chairman Hodges about what's going on in our county, and we're so glad they're here. And Matthew is very popular over there on the end, I think. Was that him?
Yeah, that's me. The second time, yeah.
What else going on in our county that we need to know about, Chairman Hodges?
Well,
Anything
the big things, that's why, I thought it was good to have Jonathan along today. We've got so much on our roadside with the rains we had, a lot of issues there, and then the winter weather preparedness. And if we have time, I'd like to have him kind of share a little bit about what we're doing there. But we're just trying to take care of a lot of the situations from the that big rain we had over Christmas. That kind of set us a little bit behind the 8 ball there, and of course we'll have to do our best to prepare for winter. But he's talking about, again, we try to share with him what he was getting into, but I do want to commend him for the job he's done. Really taking and preparing Public Works, trying to get us in a better place. And I think it's important for the people of Jackson County to know that whether you've seen us do good work or not seen us do good work, everyone may have a different vision of it. I hope folks will know that we are working, we're trying, working hard, and that's not good at but we're working hard to try to change some things, try to put things in a better situation. I think Mr. Campbell's the right man for the job for that, and he's shown us so far he's doing a great job at trying to get the organization there that needs to be there to do some things differently. So we are working to try to make things better. Again, we do have limited resources, but with the resources we have, he's doing a great job with trying to utilize the resources we have to do the best we can.
It's the road, and I don't think it's Jackson County. I think it's Marshall, it's from Gunnersville from like below Goose Pond going to Gunnersville. Is that open now?
That's a state, yeah. I think that's back open.
State route, I believe they do have it back open.
Because I know it was closed right after Christmas where it got washed away.
Right.
We were at Scottsboro and was going to go to Albertville, and we had to go all the way up some mountain. Grant Mountain, and then back down. Yeah, so okay, so it is open back up, you think?
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay.
I know my husband, since he drives a school bus, he notices a lot of potholes and bad things and stuff about the roads sometimes. But he calls the lady at the bus garage, and she knows who to call and reports it. If someone has a road that's just in really terrible shape, how do you all find out about that? Do they call you? Who do they call? What do they do?
Okay, thank you for those comments, Mr. Hodges. I appreciate that. And the as I mentioned before, it was relieving to find the folks that were there at Public Works there, because they've really come aboard and
it's good to have support,
given an all-in effort to make a change out there. So to answer your question, with over 2,000 lane miles, you can imagine the challenge of just knowing about potholes that occur on poor condition roadways, which a lot of ours would technically be classified as that, secondary roadways, that is. So if folks can give us a call, and they do, it's...
I figured you'd be bombarded with
it's
calls.
daily, as you may.
I didn't know if they called you or the people at the...
Well,
they call us all.
We hear from Miss Caperton, who you're referring to quite frequently.
Sharon.
All right, and then we also get calls from the public, which we welcome, and we note every call. We try to address everything. It may take us a while to get there.
Yeah, well, you can't be everywhere all the time, so when people are on a certain road every day, they're going to know that, where you might not know it.
And it is important, I think, to mention that we have made some changes to the way we do business in the order of patching. Patching is a major activity for us, so we've not only changed the way we make the material that goes in the pothole, but we've changed the way we patch the pothole.
Applied,
and as recent as this week, we have 2 new saws in place to actually larger potholes, start removing that in a more proper fashion, getting some decent compaction, and getting those potholes patched for a longer,
well, that's
longer
wonderful, because I
lasting
know
repair.
when we lived on 161, which was just paved last year, not paved, they call it paved, but it's not. Tar and gravel.
That's later in the show.
They would come fix a pothole, and then it'd rain, and 2 days later, the hole would be bigger than it was to begin with. So I'm glad y'all have changed your compounding for fixing it and the way you're doing it.
It's a challenge, when you have the condition of roadways that they are today, and the funding gap that I've already discussed. It's a very difficult challenge to keep everything repaired. And then when you add in winter weather and you have active winters, it just makes it that much worse on the roadway.
So does if the ground freezes and then thaws and freezes and thaws, that's worse for the road, right?
If you have cracks and holes already that the water can permeate, you can imagine the freeze-thaw effect and how the toll it takes on the roads.
Okay. So, and I think it's supposed to be getting cold again.
It's supposed to be about 24 on the mountain tonight, I understand. With a few flurries, maybe.
Now, let me
no accumulation.
Address this, because I saw it on Facebook, and we all know how Facebook is. I've heard people complain. Nobody knows about us on this end of the mountain. I get told that on a daily basis. People forget about us.
Who tells you that?
I'm
people
not going to mention
where?
them. Bryant.
Okay.
Bryant. They're on the end, and
Higdon.
Well, this was mostly Bryant complaining because the salt truck hadn't made it up there yet. Okay, so who determines? And the post said we pay our taxes just like they do at Pisgah.
I read that.
Yeah,
I read it.
So, what is there anything that can be done?
Just like everybody else does.
Is there anything that can? How does that?
Let them know which ones we do first, I guess, kind of the priority or whatever.
So, in a snow and ice event, I'll just kind of start from there and take kind of how we would react to it. If it's a major event, then we would obligate our efforts to the state until they no longer need us. And the reason for that is, obviously, it wouldn't make much sense to have a perfectly clear county road that leads to a high traffic state road that's clogged with snow and everything else. So
state roads first.
So we take state roads first, and then with the limited resources and the large county, we must prioritize where we spend our efforts on clearing county roads. So we take a hard look at the roads and the traffic, and we go to major collectors first, minor collectors, and then prior to a storm, we could possibly pre-treat an area to where the severity is less if we know we're going to have to wait on working it.
That wouldn't have worked this last time, though.
It did not.
Because if you'd done it, then all the rain came, and then it froze, and then it snowed. We had about 2 inches.
That's a very good point. If you get, a lot of rain ahead of the event.
The weather, you can't get it right every time.
Yes, ma'am.
So what determines major and minor?
Traffic volumes.
And that's when those little strips are across the road.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
How you determine
yes, ma'am.
that. Okay.
We're going to keep running over them more up on Bryant.
I gotta go back to the Bryant don't get any attention, because on Saturday we worked 89, 90, 93, and some of your other major county roads. They were plowed and then abrasive spread over those roadways. So as soon as we could get up there to them, 14 and 818 were worked Friday night during the event.
73.
Okay.
Coming from Nickajack.
Thank you.
Oh, that's the state.
Coming from Nickajack
up the mountain
at the cave.
So
is
we
at
need to contact our state.
277, 377, and then it turns into 73. From there through Bryant, nothing.
That's our state.
And 73 is the state road, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, that's what we need to fuss
we
about.
finally saw them. Was it Saturday night?
We gotta wrap it up. We're gonna keep.
But
we're
they
gonna
did a
keep
little
this
bit
conversation going. Y'all stick around next week. I don't know who'll be here.
We
but
will.
We will. Good Lord willing, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Thank y'all for coming on
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me.
And we're gonna keep talking about this county, about the county and the state, because I want to know who to call at the state level. Thank y'all. Y'all can come back.
Bye now.
Okay.